Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, for you guys, is another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. Today we're tackling the campaign. Now, I'm not going to full-blown review the campaign yet. As I told you in my multiplayer review, I'm going to be doing a hands-on first impressions, and then a full-on review once I'm done with the campaign. So, I am exactly halfway done with the campaign. There are 14 missions in Modern Warfare 2019, and I am currently on 7, so technically not, I'm not done with 7, I'm starting 7, but I'm halfway done. So, this video is going to be a little shorter. First of all, I'm going to talk about the campaign, what I think about it so far, and then I'm going to talk one more thing about the multiplayer, not review-wise, but just a discussion type thing. So, anyway, the campaign. First of all, let me get into it and just say it looks freaking awesome. It is by far the best-looking Call of Duty campaign yet, or best-looking COD game ever, and it might even be one of the best-looking video games ever. I mean, the cutscenes, are, the story transition scenes, whatever you want to call them, they're really well done. They look freaking perfect. You know, like when you watch something like motion capture, like Gollum in The Hobbit, or The Adventures of Tintin, that movie, or any other movie that has that type of feature in it, with little ball dots all over them. It looks so real. Like when I first saw Tintin, and if you watch the Tintin film to this day, it's one of my favorite films of all time. And it looks so friggin' good to this day because they use that animation. And if you didn't know, that's how they make certain video game cutscenes and video game gameplay, So like in Black Ops 1, or Modern Warfare, whatever you want to use, when you're playing as, say, Alex in this game, and you're following someone, say Captain Price, and it's actually the guy in gameplay, not during cutscene, but when you're actually moving the guy, Alex, or whoever, Price or whoever would be, walking, but that's actually him. It's not just like, like a Lego game cutscene, how they're just like animated using their hands or, sticks or drawings or whatever, pens. It's really, when you're seeing them during gameplay, they're really there, and that's really cool. And of course, it looks phenomenal as well. But normally, like World War II, for instance, that looked freaking awesome. It looks so good. But of course, there'd be a loading screen from, cutscene to gameplay. This, however, there is no loading screen. A lot of people are saying that the cutscenes are very laggy and jarring. For me, I didn't get one lag at all so far, and now I might have that for the other 7 missions. But for right now, it's literally just I don't know how to word it. It's perfectly transitioned essentially, and it doesn't lag at all. So you're watching gameplay of something, a really well rendered cutscene, and then you instantly transform into gameplay. There's no loading screen. It's seamless. So like you're in a helicopter, and the guy puts the cable down, and you slide down, and then you get your AK or whatever out. But it's seamless. There's no loading screen, and it looks so great. The gameplay looks great too, but you can tell when there's a cutscene and then it switches over to gameplay. You can tell the graphical difference. It's not bad, but it's different. It's noticeable, and for sure it's great to say the least, though, man. It's so good. That is one of the best things about the campaign, is that it's just so seamless. It looks amazing, and there's no loading screen to take you out of that immersive feeling. So when they're talking and then you go to this gameplay, it looks so awesome. I can't wait to finish the rest of it, because it's gonna be amazing for sure. As far as the gameplay, of course, every single COD game has slight tweaks to its gameplay, and this game is a little bit different as well. There's no this kind of running like in multiplayer. It's literally just standard running. You self-heal, so it's not like World War II where you have the packs of med health and all that. I don't know. There's not much to this gameplay that's like completely different, which, it's not a bad thing. That's definitely not a negative, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, World War II had this, Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign. Black Ops 3 had this, whatever it is. This game doesn't have too much, but I will say that just the overall feeling of the graphics and how seamless it is really makes it feel great. And of course, I did the, it's not called Going Dark. What's it called? I don't know what it is. It's the one where you from the trailers that had all the IGN snowflakes going crazy. Oh my god, it's too intense, dial it down, it's too violent, those guys. I played that mission today. And don't effing ask me what the name of it is, because I completely effing blanked, and I'm mad about that. However, I think the biggest thing about this COD game, what I'm getting to, is that this is the most intense and real Call of Duty game. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, they added that mission, and, I think there's a torture scene I didn't get to yet. Yeah, I'm not completely, this is just my hands-on first impressions. But from what I could gather of the campaign so far, is dark and gritty and mature and violent and real, just like war in real life. I mean, war in real life is fucked up, but the game is too, to an extent. there are some moments where you're like, oh, Price just did that, or oh my God, I just did that, or that character just did that. It's crazy. When I think about Call of Duty campaigns, I do not think of them as intense. I think of them as fun, sometimes funny, serious because it is war, action-packed, and campy to an extent. Just a short little playthrough. You're shooting bad guys, shit's happening, stuff's blowing up, it's nuts, and that's it, right? Cut and deal. However, this one, it's a little bit different because it really is. It's modern warfare, so you're grounded in that experience, So these missions where you're saving people and you have to check your fire because you don't want to, that mission where the Snowflake IGN people were freaking out, and the whole internet was freaking out over that's too real. It wasn't. It's a video game. Calm down. Second, I really do think that mission was intense. I didn't kill anyone. There's a specific scene. There's a few instances in this level where you're in the night vision, the MVG, and you're in the building and you have to, check your targets and all that. It definitely is intense because there's stuff's happening all over. You got people under beds. You got people, you open doors and you can hit. I'm playing on PS4, so hit the R3 or whatever, the right stick to smash the door and breach in and clear the area, or you can hold a square and kind of open the door a little bit and then kind of peek inside. You can also just shoot right through the doors because the doors are really shittily poorly made. So you just blast through them. And again, a lot of these missions, it goes beyond just running gun or have a guy follow this guy or whatever. This game definitely feels different than other COD campaigns. While it might not be super. Here's a health pack and here's a different running animation and all that. The doors and the graphics and the realism of it. And again, I'm not done. I'm only 7 in. But my first impressions are going to be great. It's not my favorite so far. That might change. My favorite right now is Advanced Warfare. Whatever. That's just my opinion. I know people hate Advanced Warfare. I love all of them. I love Infinite Warfare. I'll say that. I love the multiplayer in Infinite Warfare. Screw anyone else. But anyway, that is exactly my first impressions. I really do love Modern Warfare. Again, it's not my favorite. But there are little things like the realism and the moments where you go, wow, or Jesus Christ, did I do that? Or, oh my gosh, that happened, or stuff like that. And it sounds cheesy and corny when I say it, but when I'm playing, it's really I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is not Modern Warfare from 2007. This is not COD 4. This is different. It's more realistic. It's more grounded, more gritty. And, it's Call of Duty, what do you expect? But at the same time, you're not running around with, Black Ops 4 pink unicorn guns and, exosuits. And I love the exosuits. But, because it's Modern Warfare, it's a lot more, like I said, grounded in that experience. So I really do like it. And again, I'm not done yet. I will give my full review over the campaign when I'm done with it in a few days. But right now, again, that is my first impressions. I really am digging it. There's nothing I'm really not liking so far. Oh, there was a scene where you have to breach in and get the wolf, the bad guy. And you have to go through this door, right? No spoilers. Go through a door, you capture the wolf, right? It's in a mission. However, the game effed up, and there's a tripwire. In certain missions, you have to disable tripwires. So you don't, freaking kill yourself. And I went to open the door, and of course I didn't see the damn thing, so I blew up. And then I'm like, oh, there's a tripwire. So I go back, right? I hold square, open the door, creak in, try to disable. Boom, dead. I died 6 times, not because of me rushing in and oh, we gotta get the wolf. It was just the dumb game. It didn't render the wire enough, and I don't know if anyone had this problem yet, but it didn't render the wire, so I freaking walk in and blow up. So finally, around the 7th or 8th try, it worked. I felt like a total dumbass, because I'm like, oh, wait, was that me? But I remembered it wasn't. The thing didn't load in. So that's my only negative so far. There was that tripwire glitch. Other than that, it was a really fun experience, and again, I can't wait to continue it. I'm going to continue it today, too. Hopefully finish it in a few days, so I can get the full review out there. But I really did love it. It's a great, great video game. And yeah, it's fun. Now, what I want to get to now with the multiplayer side of things is a lot of people, this part might get controversial, but a lot of people are saying they don't like Modern Warfare. They don't like the multiplayer. It's horrible. It sucks. It's shit. Whatever. I've read everything on Twitter. Even a few of my friends texted me. They're like, oh, this game's terrible. And each to their own, right? I respect your opinion if you don't like it. But I always don't understand this. I never understand. This is the controversial part. I never understand it. Because yes, I know I'm a Call of Duty multiplayer person, but I play offline. I play with bots. I don't play with real people. So I get it. It's different. It's a different beast all entirely. I understand that. I can admit that. I just don't like it. I like playing on my own terms. However, with regard to that, when people are complaining that the maps are terrible and the kill streaks are terrible, and there's too much camping, and the maps don't have the 3-lane thing. It's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you're stupid. First of all, let's get this out of the way. If you really don't like the online multiplayer, stop being a baby and play offline. It's not popular. It's definitely not the most popular thing to do. But it's better than having campers and little people and squeakers calling your mama whore and all this other stuff. Alright? I've seen and heard it all. Trust me. I don't even play online. I know this stuff. So that is just that. If you don't like playing online, instead of deleting the game or biatching to the guys who spent time and money on this game and resources and everything, play offline. There for a reason. Second, campers, that's not Infinity Ward's fault. You should know beforehand going into an online game, if you're playing the online portion, let's just, because it's offline and online. So you're going into Modern Warfare, right? You're going to play an online match in Grozna Raid or Euphrates Bridge, however the hell you say that. And you load in, and you're about to start a match, right? You're all excited. Oh, I got the Odin, and I got the freaking MP5 and the M1911, whatever. I'm gonna go do this. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great lobby. And then you get blasted. You're trying to cross the street. Someone snipes you. No biggie. Try to cross the street. Someone blindsides you. No biggie. I got this. Someone, freaking rocket launches you or knifes you in the back or does that cool third-person animation stealth kill. And everyone's losing their freaking minds, and it happens every year. They always do. Oh, Infinity Ward sucks, Treyarch sucks, Sledgehammer Games sucks, Raven sucks, whatever. And it's never the developer's fault, alright? We at least admit every COD game usually has, like I said, that 3-lane thing where you can go left, right, or center. Modern Warfare changed it up to be more like the original Modern Warfare games where it was a little bit different. Everyone loved it, and all of a sudden they hate it. Why? Because of the online people. So, moral of this part is, if you really want to blame Infinity Ward, don't blame them for that. If you're trying to play multiplayer and some 8-year-old squeaker snipes you from a building, don't get mad at Infinity Ward and say, oh, you put too many doors in. That's not their fault. How would they know when they make the door that some idiot would go in there and snipe you? Of course, again, you should know this. You're playing online with real people of any age, girl, boy, whatever, 8-year-old, 50-year-old, who cares, doesn't matter, same thing. You should know that people are stupid, and of course not you guys, but collectively, a lot of people are stupid, and they will camp. They will sit in one area in a window. So don't get mad and blame Infinity Ward for making too many windows and doors. That's the whole point. The door and window mechanics are brilliant. You're just not seeing it the right way. So again, if you really, really, really don't like playing online in this game because there's too many campers, again, don't blame Infinity Ward. Because they didn't program these real people to do that. That's just the real people doing shit things. And I know. I don't even play online, and I can admit that. Camping is stupid. Doing these things that everyone's mad about is stupid. But again, it's not the developer's fault. They made a distinct and different and really fun multiplayer mode in Modern Warfare. And it's getting squandered and spat upon because idiots are treating it just like every other COD game. Camping, trash talking, whatever. And I will admit that there are some real problems with some glitches and all that and modes we want online, but I'm primarily talking about people trashing multiplayer because some campers are in it or because, they didn't win or something. It's very childish. And, and I know, if you don't like multiplayer, again, like I just said, that is fine. But, first of all, don't get mad at me, because I play offline. I do know how online matches work, and I know that they're effed up sometimes, and people are really dumb and stupid. And I will admit that there probably are a few Modern Warfare lobbies that are good, and, good players and all that, but for the most part, I'm reading on Twitter, oh, multiplayer sucks, you guys are the worst. It's not their fault, it's the people playing the game that are the fault. So again, don't get mad that there's doors and windows. Of course there's going to be doors and windows. Just either get good at the game, and if you're really pissed about camping and you can't stop it, play offline. Who gives a crap? I play offline. It's not that unpopular to do. So anyway, that was my controversial take on Modern Warfare. I wanted to get that out there. Again, this video was my first impressions of the campaign. Again, I really love it, and I can't wait to finish it. And then, of course, I will give my full campaign review. But second, with this multiplayer thing, I just wanted to tell you guys that if anyone out there, if any of you guys, and I know my subscribers aren't, but, people who are raging all over the internet see this video, don't get mad at Infinity Ward. They tried their best. And like it or not, this is the most distinct and different Call of Duty game we have ever gotten since COD 4 Modern Warfare in 2007. like it or not. Again, it was COD 4, and then it was Advanced Warfare, and now it's Modern Warfare. Those are the three benchmarks, in my opinion, that really changed the Call of Duty genre. And they're doing a great job. You know, again, I love offline. Why? Because I don't have any idiot campers. I don't have trash-talking people. I have everything I want. Bots that play the objective, either really dumb or really hard. You can set it however you want. And that's it. So if you really don't like it, play offline. If you really don't want to play offline, whatever. Delete the game. I don't care. That's just my alternative. So again, moral of the story here. Don't get mad at Infinity Ward for adding doors and campers are shit and all that. They are. But just, again, remember, they didn't program the real people to do those things. And like I said, I will admit that there are some generally weird and strange, you know, issues with this multiplayer for online. I'm not going to sit there and be, oh, the online's perfect, you guys are the issue. That's not it. There are some problems. But again, going back to this when I'm generally just talking about campers and how people are saying the multiplayer is ruined because of that, again, don't get mad at the guys who made it. They made it for you to love, and people who want to camp and mess the game up for you guys, that's their own fault. It's not Infinity Ward's fault. Play offline if you want to. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Again, don't dislike this video just because I have a different opinion. That's also childish. Leave a like if you want to. If not, don't. Just don't hit anything. Leave me a comment in the comments if you play offline and online and what you think of the campaign. But please do me a big solid and do not spoil the campaign in the comments. Because I myself haven't finished it yet, and probably a bunch of my people who watch this also have not finished it yet either. Who knows? You might not even play Call of Duty. I don't know your story. Again, just tell me what you thought of the campaign so far. Just your general first impressions without spoiling anything. And again, sorry if I sound a little rude, but it's true. I feel like I have to tell you guys that. Me and a bunch of other people absolutely love Modern Warfare, online and offline. But for those of you who are really sour about the online, again, don't blame the guys who made it. Blame the guys who play it. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.